Welcome to Sage Audio. Today let's look at how to mix with headphones. But first, if you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it with the link in the description. Stock plugin, binaural post-processing. For this video, the tips are in no particular order. Now in your DAW, odds are that there's going to be a stock plugin in the imaging section that'll imitate the crosstalk and phase cancellation caused by speakers. Logic Pro X's lets you place a speaker placement from being in front, being above, and being placed in a surround formation. Now this plugin certainly isn't perfect, but it's going to give you a good idea as to what's going to be lost when converting a signal to speakers. Let's take a listen to it.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Bounce inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
Free headphone monitoring, HPL2. This free plugin called HPL2 Processor is in my opinion a better option than the stock plugin that we used in Chapter 1. Now, since the plugin will mildly attenuate the signal, we can use the output to match the level of our original and processed signals. Now, I find that this plugin gives a better indication of what a signal is going to sound like when it's played through speakers, so try this out if you want a quick way to monitor your mix in a different way. Let's take a listen.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Bounce inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
If you're enjoying the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It's free and it helps us bring you more videos. Using Isolate to understand image. When you're mixing on headphones, monitoring your signal in multiple ways is incredibly important. The free plugin Isolate by TB Pro Audio is a good option to quickly check out your mix at different frequencies and with different placements. With it, you can monitor the mid, side, left, right, and stereo signal at any range. Now, you could also mute certain ranges while leaving the others unaffected, giving you a chance to understand the impact of each frequency range. Let's use the plugin and run through some important aspects of the signal.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Bounce inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll for what I have.
Matching mel frequencies. A great way to better understand your mix is to match it to popular mixes of a similar genre. For example, I'll use Newfangled Audio's Equivocate to match this hip-hop mix to Wait For You by Future and observe which frequencies are changed before controlling them with the range function. Now this plugin sets the changes to mel frequencies, which are bands that are perceived to be equal distance from one another, giving us a better idea of what more casual listeners are going to hear when playing our mix. Let's take a listen to the changes made by matching the mix to a reference.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Bounce inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
Monitoring increased width. One thing to keep in mind is that when listeners aren't using headphones, they're likely listening in a car with speakers to the far left and right. To mimic this, we could use a width plugin to expand the stereo image. I'll use the PSP AudioWare Master Width Control. Then I'll increase the width to its maximum amount and then slowly alter the effect while closely listening to understand how different speaker orientations will affect the image and frequency response. Let's take a listen.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Bounce inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
How crosstalk affects distortion. In addition to the frequency response and stereo image, playing a signal over speakers will also affect the level at which we can perceive distortion with headphones, making it easier to perceive. To demonstrate this, I'll use the Baby Audio plugin tape for heavy distortion. Then I'll follow it with the free HPL2 processor. Now we'll notice that although distortion is noticeable with and without this processor, enabling it significantly reduces the perception of distortion. This is also true for speakers, and it's something to keep in mind both when mixing on headphones and when mixing on speakers. So let's take a listen to what emulated speaker playback does to our perception of distortion.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Bounce inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
DT770 Pro Frequency Compensation. For these last 4 chapters, let's do something a little different and work to compensate for frequency changes made by our headphones. Now first I'm going to go to the website rtings.com, where they do in-depth analysis of various electronics, including headphones. Now if we look up Beyerdynamic DT770 headphones, we can see various parameters that they've tested, most notably the frequency response from 20 Hz to 20 kHz for both the left and right channels. Now with this info, we could use an EQ with left-right placement to first match this response, and then invert it to monitor what the headphones would sound like if they were completely neutral. So let's try this out for these popular headphones, and do the same for other popular headphones in future chapters.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
If you're enjoying the channel, use the search box to watch more of our videos. AT-M50X Frequency Compensation. Next, let's look at the AT-M50X headphones. Now if we observe the chart, we'll notice a large bump on the left and right channels above 100 Hz, followed by attenuation around 300 Hz. The high mids only need mild adjustments, but the highs around 6 kHz are attenuated by up to 7 dB. Now if we weren't aware of these types of aggressive changes, it can really affect how we'd mix, so the point here is to know what your headphones are doing to a mix. Let's take a listen to compensation for these headphones.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
Sennheiser HD280 Pro Frequency Compensation. The HD280 Pro headphones are a popular, affordable option. We'll notice some mild to significant changes in the lows, which can be remedied, but highs above 2 kHz is where the signal is greatly altered. Now if we didn't know about these changes, we'd likely make our mix excessively bright. So if you have these headphones, you can use them now as we compensate for changes that they make to the signal.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
Apple AirPods Frequency Compensation. Last up, I want to try something a little bit different, which is to first compensate for the headphones that I'm using, then mimic the response of common headphones, the Apple AirPods. For example, if I'm using the Beyerdynamic DT770 headphones, I'd first insert an EQ that neutralizes the response. Then, I'd insert an EQ that matches the response of the AirPods to better understand what the majority of listeners are going to hear. Now, if we didn't showcase headphones that you own in the last 4 chapters, you'll likely find the ones that you use on rtings.com, from which you can create an EQ curve to neutralize the response. Let's take a listen to the example that we described to hear how Apple AirPods are going to alter the response.
I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have.
If you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us to receive a free mastered sample of it with the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching.